Okay, so what does a high fiber diet do for us, right? Well, obviously we talked about the things that insoluble and soluble fiber do, but now we're going to talk about like what it really does, like health wise, in terms of the reduction of our risk for diseases. Excuse me. First and foremost, right, like diabetes. It's one of the main culprits for our bad health, right? And diabetes, and we're not talking about type 1 diabetes here, which is like where you're born with it and maybe there's a lack of the ability to create insulin, right? We're more talking about type 2 diabetes, which is really the cells becoming impervious to, or not responsive to insulin any longer, right? So that glucose that's in the bloodstream doesn't enter our cells correctly any longer, right? So, there's a lot of studies that are in our notes that you can kind of review, right? But high glycemic diet with lower fiber has a definite correlation to increased risk of developing diabetes, right? In the United States, when we talk about diabetes, out of all the cases, about 95% of them are type 2 diabetes. So not the one that we were born with, but the one that we developed through our lifestyle factors, right? So high diet increases or decreases our risk for diabetes. The second one, heart disease, right? That one's pretty clear. Like we talked about, like what it does to blood cholesterol when you're talking about soluble fiber, right? Sticks to that cholesterol, helps get it out of the body, right? The lower levels of LDL that we have, the better our heart health is going to be, right? So more fiber is related to that decrease in heart disease. The last one is a little less correlation, or the research is a little wonky on whether or not it can help with breast cancer, but certainly, like, if there's a chance, you should probably focus on trying to get enough fiber into your diet. But we did discuss like colon cancer and its ability to help reduce our risk there and how that works, right? It just helps move that stool along, like less risk factors. The colon doesn't have to work as hard, if you will, right? And so there is research that proves, or that shows, that insoluble fiber lowers the risk for colon cancer. So if you're going to tell me I can eliminate some of those things by simply eating some oatmeal or eating enough fruits and vegetables, right, sign me up for that, right? It doesn't take a lot to get the fiber that you need in. You just have to make an important part of like what you're looking to do. So again, high fiber diets certainly help with those three things: diabetes, heart disease, and cancer.